Not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. But that we waste a lot of it.
There will come a time in your life when you shall cease to exist on this little blue planet. I wonder a lot about death. Why should such an occurrence even exist? Why do we die? No. Why do we really die? Well, the wages of sin is death. Psh, sin? What a joke. Do what you want, it doesn't matter. You're gonna die anyway. Don't be so ignorant, dude. Well then, what is sin? It is an immoral act considered to be a transgression against a divine law. A divine law? What? As if to say there's a God. A moral God? How dare you say that? Look at all the suffering in this world. Children are dying. If there is a God, why does he not stop evil in this world? Psh, evil? What a joke. Do what you want. It doesn't matter. You're gonna die anyway. Well, what is evil? It is profoundly immoral and wicked. Evil is the absence of something good. There is no evil without good. Evil is very real, but it cannot exist alone. You cannot get heart disease without a heart. A car cannot form rust if there is no car. An apple cannot rot if there is no apple. How are you able to distinguish between good and evil? There needs to be an infinite reference point that is absolutely good in order for us to recognize what is evil. If God does not exist, then there are no moral absolutes by which one has the right to judge something or someone as being evil. The reality of evil actually requires the existence of God rather than disproves it. God is good, God is all-powerful, yet evil exists. This is the problem of evil in its most basic form. Why then does God not stop all evil? The supreme ethic that God has given us is the ethic of love. It is the highest form of all intellectual and emotional alignment. This thing we call love allows us to place value on the other person of worth and is something to be protected. But you can never have love without the freedom of the will. If you are compelled by a machine to make a certain decision, you can never love. You can comply, but you will never be choosing to express that sentiment and the reality of love. If love is the supreme ethic, and the freedom of the will is indispensable to love, and God's supreme goal for you and I is that we will love Him with all of our heart and love our neighbors as ourselves, then for Him to violate our free will would be to violate that which is a necessary component so that love can flourish. If you are asking God to stop all evil, the next time you cross the road, you're about to be knocked over, He pulls you back. The next time you spill boiling water on your hand, He cools the water. You are asking for a different entity than humanity. As wonderful as it may seem that in stopping that, you think He is protecting you from that which is destructive. But the greatest denial that you are asking for is the freedom of your will to be able to choose and express love freely. When you have love as the supreme ethic and the freedom of the will to choose that love, all the other possibilities come in and can become explained why it is either possible to choose or to reject, so that love can ultimately reign supreme. If you want compliance and some kind of mechanical response, your question itself will self-destruct. You're asking the question because you're free to ask it, and you're free to ask it because you're free to love. And when you love God in spite of all the contraries that you see around us, you're trusting Him for having the supreme wisdom and knowledge to bring a pattern out of it all. All I wanted to do was get a cool shot and get to the other side. But I slipped and fell into the water. But my camera was okay. My helmet was stolen and I had to ride all the way home without a helmet, with people giving me weird looks, but they don't understand why I wasn't wearing a helmet. But I still had my scooter. You know, we humans think we know so much. And just like you, I have so many questions about life and God. And sometimes when something happens in my life, and in the moment, I'm not really too sure why it's happening or what the reason for it is. And you know, sometimes I have to have faith. Sometimes I'm just like, man, like, I don't know, dude. And it doesn't mean that I'll never know. Yeah. So in light of saying that, here's a little story I want to share with you from Mideastern folklore. A man who lost his horse that ran away. And when the horse ran away, the neighbor came to him and said, "You know, bad luck, isn't it? Your horse is gone." The man said, "What do I know about these things?" A few days later, the horse came back with 20 other horses. And the neighbor came and said, "Amazing, it's not bad luck, it's good luck. You've got 20 more." The man said, "What do I know about these things?" His young son is going in taming one of the new horses. That horse kicks him and breaks his leg. The neighbor comes and says, "Terrible, isn't it? Your son's leg is broken. Bad luck that these horses came." The man said, "What do I know about these things?" A few days go by and a bunch of thugs are coming looking for recruits to join their gang, and they're looking for all the able-bodied young men, and they're about to pick this man, but then they found out that his leg is broken and they say, "We don't want him, we're going to move on to the next house." The neighbor comes and says, "Good luck, isn't it, that your son's leg was broken?" You see, in one little series of episodes, we don't know what lies ahead. Why don't you wait till you stand before God face to face, and you will find out there were reasons why He didn't stop that bad event, so that you will see the wickedness of evil and the majesty of love and good managing to navigate you. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the hearts of men, yet they cannot fathom what God has done from beginning to end. My friends, your earthly body will perish and die. Don't waste your time on temporary pleasures. Your soul was made for an eternal world.
It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it.